Hi, this is Joseph. It is Tuesday. It's May 19th. We're trading the New York session here. Just want to give you a quick update as to what I'm looking at. So far, I haven't executed any trades here on so I'm looking at the three majors. Nothing here on the euro dollar just yet, 15-minute chart. Nothing here on the pound dollar yet, 15-minute chart. There was that initial move up and then it stalled. That isn't necessarily always going to be something that I can trade off of. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Today I just kind of stayed out of the way and waited to see where it was going to stall. And I'll show you the reasons why I'm thinking that today the pound dollar and the euro dollar are likely to move a little more sideways than, for example, the dollar yen. Now, the dollar yen finally broke out of a 1 hour consolidation range, giving a possible entry to go long. But right now I'm watching this retracement. I'll show you what that looks like here in just a minute. But right now I'm looking at 15-minute bars, 15-minute charts across the board here, what you see. So let me show you my analysis here with the, sorry about that, with the larger time frames. And I'm going to go to the euro. So give me just a moment while this sets up. So the euro, we had yesterday that big move, traded off of the euro, move to the upside. At this point, you know, when we start trying to consider how likely it is that the trend's going to continue the following day, or have we had a few days the way it was last week where it was choppy inside a consolidation, you know, the probabilities of a breakout like this increase. So that's what we had on Monday. And I was thinking there might be, you know, some more follow through to the upside, but I'm still having to deal with this downtrend line here as far as a technical resistance and sort of limiting and capping the movement there. So again, going back over here to what I see on the euro dollar, it's a bit choppy for me. So I'm staying away from that for the time being. I might get eventually maybe some kind of a short-term bounce, a little opportunity to trade it for maybe 20, 30 pips. If I see that opportunity, sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. I'm just trying to get you, you know, to understand exactly what I'm looking at, what I'm waiting for. And then if we go over here to the pound, pound, let me go over here. Basically the same basic setup. Again, you know, choppy last week, sort of playing around with that support low that we were talking about last week. And then we had that strong move and a strong move yesterday. So again, at this point, you know, what are the probabilities that it's likely to continue? You know, there certainly is. I would expect more to the upside, which is what we've seen, but it's been relatively limited and pretty muted here as it runs into this down technical resistance level, and just not enough volume coming back into this particular currency. So again, I'm getting a choppy range that looks something like this. I might get a small short-term break out of it, out of above resistance. I'm going to have to, you know, take a look at the daily time frame, or I'm sorry, the 30-minute 1 hour chart on the dollar index. Which I do have over here. It's a bit choppy and sideways, sort of correlates to everything else that we're looking at. Going back over here, though, between the three that I'm trading off of or looking at, euro dollar on the left, dollar in pound dollar in the middle, and then the dollar yen. The dollar yen was likely to move today because of the three. This one was actually sitting in a range that looks something. Let me go over here to this one. This will be a better image for you to actually see. So again, I'm not saying that I don't have any trade opportunities. I'm still looking. It is a little bit choppy right now. The New York market is open, but you can see here, this is the yen, and today we're getting a bigger move on the yen as opposed to the previous trading days here, just going sideways and flat. So of the three, this one is the one that's experienced. So yesterday, it wasn't a big breakout, not like we saw on the euro dollar and the pound dollar, but today we're getting that breakout, and you can see the volume stepping back in. And I'm just waiting for an opportunity. So again, I did mention that there was a breakout to the upside with a signal to go long dollar yen, but I waited for that retracement. Again, that retracement is what I typically see when price pulls back down to a level of support, which in this case would be a breakout to the upside, continuation breakout trade. We see a retest of the level that it breaks out of. So 76 was my resistance. There's the candle that breaks out. Now I'm waiting for the retracement and then a possible bounce to see if this actually resumes. It is choppy. It could be that, you know, I sort of missed a lot of this move right here. Sometimes I can catch it. Sometimes I can't. Sometimes I will wait if it's just sort of sitting there, because you never really know where it's going to stop. So if I trade right around inside of this consolidation thinking, well, let's just pick a side, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're not. and you never know exactly where it's going to stop. So if it was going to run back into that 76 resistance, it could have stalled at 68, 69, 67, and then turned around. Sometimes they pull away, and then other times they blow right through it. So, you know, again, it was sort of iffy this morning watching volume levels with this one, Japanese yen futures, to try to confirm the move here. So this one was just a little harder for me to read. The next one isn't likely to be as harder for me to read. It's just this one initially, after, you know, the lengthy range of consolidation that we're looking at in the dollar yen, it was likely that it was going to move like this. So sometimes the initial move will help me set up a confirmed move after, let's say, a retracement and a bounce or a retest off of that resistance, and then a second entry opportunity. Or if this is the top and it's just not going to go any higher, it might give me a better opportunity to try to short that with more data and more confirmation that it's just not going to go any higher. Either one, sometimes I can catch these moves, sometimes I can't. They're a little more, every time it's a little bit different. You all know that. So, you know, it's just a matter of waiting for my opportunity and what I'm comfortable with, what I can see and what I can confirm. Otherwise, I just have to stay out of the way. But each opportunity, even if I miss the initial move, again, it will usually help me get a second entry opportunity or identify that it's just not going to go any higher. And let's say it's some kind of a blow-off move here, and things will go right back inside of consolidation to the previous levels that we saw in the daily time frame. So again, I just wanted to give you that quick update. This is what I'm looking at. Still waiting for a possible break. Right now, I've just got that trigger here back there on the pound dollar. So I might take the pound dollar a little bit higher. Again, I'll let you know, or actually you'll probably see the trade executed in the trade copier shortly.